Hello, and welcome to Label Insight's off-package training video. One piece of general information before we dig in, it's important to remember that all of the information you will be providing in this template is completely voluntary, with the exception of the contact information. All of your required data is generated automatically, and off-package information is a voluntary way for your brand to provide customers with all of the additional transparency that SmartLabel can provide. If you choose to leave some fields blank within this template, those sections will simply not show on your SmartLabel pages. It will never look like you're missing data. By now, you should have received by email a link to access the off-package template for your current group of products. You should not need to sign in to make changes to this template. If you have any trouble at all accessing or editing the document, please reach out to us so that we can help guide you through this process. It might be helpful for you to pause this video for a moment and open the document so that you can follow along with me as we explore each tab. This first tab contains links to our customer guide and this training video. These are both included for your reference and can be accessed at any time. These are great resources for you or other team members which were not able to attend an off-package training session. Now, click on the tab labeled Contact Information. This is the only portion of the off-package document that is mandatory in order to be in spec for SmartLabel. My team will fill out as much of this information as we have access to. Please double check this information for accuracy. If there are blanks, please fill them in with the corresponding information. When you are done in this tab, select Complete from the drop-down menu. Next, click on the tab labeled Off-Package Ingredient Information. This is where you can add additional information about the ingredients in your products. Please remember that all of the fields in this tab are completely voluntary. You are more than welcome to pick and choose what information you provide to consumers. Fields left blank will not show on your SmartLabel pages. When you receive this document, there will be a list of all of the parsed ingredients in your products. This is the complete list for all products in this wave. Each ingredient shows up only one time, even though it may be present in multiple products. That way, you can write an ingredient description one time and it will apply to all products in your brand. You may notice a grayed out section at the bottom of this tab. These are ingredients which have already been defined by your brand in a previous group of products. They're there for your reference, but no action is needed in this section. If your brand has not previously included ingredient descriptions, there will be no grayed out section in this document. Moving from left to right in this tab, you will see each of your ingredients, a description which has been written by Label Insight's in-house experts, and several blank fields. The first blank field is brand description. This is where you will provide us with the descriptions for your ingredients. There are 3 options in this field as shown above here in the directions. If you do not want descriptions to apply on your SmartLabel pages, simply type none in this field. If you would like to use our Label Insight descriptions, please copy and paste it into the brand description column. Feel free to use portions of these descriptions and modify them to suit your brand's image. If you would like to provide us with a custom ingredient description, simply type it in the brand description box. Moving over to the right, you will see that there are fields for FDA ingredient function and other FDA ingredient function. If you would like to include a function for your ingredients, choose the appropriate one from the drop-down provided. If your ingredient function does not appear in this list, choose Other and type the correct function in the Other FDA ingredient function box. If you would like to provide information around the ingredient's growing method, country of origin, or geographical source, please include the information in the 3 fields to the right. When you are done in this tab, please select Complete from the drop-down menu at the top. Next, click on the OffPackage Attributes tab. This is where you can add additional claims and other attributes which are not included on your packaging. Please remember that all the fields in this tab are completely voluntary. You are more than welcome to pick and choose what information you provide to consumers. Fields left blank will not show on your SmartLabel pages. This tab is really pretty simple. In the far left column, you will see a list of all the products within this group. Please keep in mind that these descriptions may not be your official product titles. They are included only so you can quickly identify the product. This is not necessarily how your product titles will show on your SmartLabel pages. The UPCs are also included for your reference. The fields to the right are suggestions of the types of claims you may want to add to your SmartLabel pages. Marketing message, item benefits and features, GMO disclosure. It's important to remember that the claims already made on your packaging do not need to be repeated in this document. Here you will include only additional claims which do not appear on your packaging. For example, you may feel like your product has all the marketing messages it needs on the pack, but you're interested in adding additional transparency around GMOs. I could add into the Contains GMO disclosure box. You can essentially put any text desired into these fields and it will show on your SmartLabel pages for that specified product. If I wanted to apply the same message to all products in this wave, I would just copy it down to each UPC. If there is a type of custom claim you would like to display, scroll all the way to the right in this sheet and you can add it into the custom claims field. For example, like you see here, I've changed this to waste reduction. And then the specified tab, a specified text underneath, I would say something like, Anna's popcorn aims to reduce our landfill waste by 15% before 2018. Good for us. And then again, I want this text to apply to all products in this wave, so I will copy this down to all UPCs. Hopefully you can see how these open fields can be useful to tell the full story of your product and your brand. When you are done in this tab, please select Complete from the drop-down menu at the top. If your products are personal care or other non-food items, you can stop this video now because your document will not have an Allergens tab. For food products, click on the Off-Package Allergy Information tab. This is where you can provide greater transparency around the allergens your product may or may not contain. Please keep in mind that all fields in this tab are completely voluntary. If your product contains one or more of the top 8 allergens, these will automatically appear on your SmartLabel page. If your packaging makes a shared facility or shared equipment claim, these will also automatically appear on your SmartLabel page. The fields in this tab are for you to provide further information about allergens if desired. Number 1 on this sheet corresponds with the number 1 on the example pages below. Scroll down and show you that. Number 1 right here. This is an opportunity for your brand to provide the consumer with generalized allergen information and/or links about preventing or treating allergies. To add this type of information to your SmartLabel page, type a general allergen prevention statement in this field here. In the fields to the right, you can provide applicable hyperlinks and the text you would like to display for those hyperlinks. Oh, and as you can see, I've actually switched those around. All right, the link goes here, and the text goes here. And they will show, just like in this example page. This will be your generalized statement. This will be the text that you provided, and then the link. Number 2 on this sheet corresponds with number 2 on the example pages below. So number 2 and number 2 here. If your product contains these allergens or makes a claim around may contain shared facility or shared equipment, this is an opportunity to provide the consumer with more information about these specific allergens. Again, it is not necessary to provide any information in this form. Top 8 allergens which are in your product will automatically display. This is an opportunity for you to make additional statements around the allergens in your product. For example, if many of your products contain soy, you may want to add a link about soy allergens. You would type it up here. As you can see in the example below, the text will only display once a consumer clicks into that particular allergen. So in this example, the product contains egg. The consumer would click on this contains button, and it would take them to a second page. That is where the allergen statement would show up, and you will also see the culprit ingredients displayed automatically. Number 3 in this sheet here is an opportunity for your company to disclose allergens which are not in the top 8. For example, if you would like to add that your product contains coconut, you can type it in these boxes and it will appear in the Allergens tab on your SmartLabel page at the bottom of the list of allergens. When you are done in this tab, select Complete from the drop-down menu above. That is all I have for you today. To reiterate an important point one last time, the only mandatory portion of this document is the Contact Info tab. Everything else is completely voluntary information. Fields left blank will not show on SmartLabel. Also, this sheet only needs to include information which is not already on your packaging. Anything that is already on your packaging will automatically show on SmartLabel. When you're finished in this document, please reach out to your customer success representative to let them know you're done. This will push your products into the verification portal and get the ball rolling on creating your SmartLabel pages. Thanks for watching, and please reach out to your customer success representative with any further questions.